June 17th, this is Educated Guess. Welcome to Educated Guess. Andy Lockey, Wild Water River Guides. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. This week, we got some warm weather coming back, and we're gonna have some higher flows than we had last time. So, right here, sitting at the shores of the Cle Elum, this is the takeout to the China Gorge section. And I just drove up, took a look at the Davis Peak Bridge at my visual gauge. It's looking like it is in for sure. It's sitting right there at the lower end of medium right now, and it's looking like it's gonna bump up with this hot weather. So China Gorge should be great this weekend. If anything, if it's a little too spicy for you, then the lower China should be great. I would be curious about the wood situation in there. I haven't been down there personally yet. I haven't heard any reports of anything changing. If you're looking to go check out that S-turn rapid with a couple blind drops, then there's a spot where you can hike down to it, just a few minutes off the road. It's not an easy hike, but you can scramble down and get a visual. If you're interested in those exact coordinates, then hit me up, I get those to you, but you can just look on Google Maps and figure it out, I bet. If you're curious about how I read the visual gauge, then check out this video I just did for last week, and that's my visual gauge for the China Gorge section. I'm gonna be doing one for the Cooper River as well, telling you my visual gauge for that, so feel free to check that one out after today. But I just hopped over to the Cooper, and it's looking like a nice fluffy medium, I would call it. It's on the higher side of medium, and it's likely gonna bump up a bit with this hotter weather. So if you're into the juice, go check it out. Right now we're sitting at pretty good levels around here. Let's take a look at other places around the state. So over on the east side, we got the Wenatchee River. It's sitting right around 8,000 today, and it's probably not gonna get much higher, maybe up into the 9,000s. I doubt it'll see 10,000. We've already melted out a lot of the snow, but we should have a little bit of bump and a sustain. Icicle Creek, we just had a little bump earlier this week from the rain and the heat, and it's probably gonna be coming back up to 2,000 CFS, probably at a maximum. Other than that, you got Cooper and Cle Elum, as I just said. Both of those are gonna be in at some level. Over on the west side, the Skykomish has been hovering back and forth between 6,000 and 8,000. It's probably gonna continue going up and down throughout the weekend. I'm really curious about Top Tide. I'm not as familiar with that river, and it's been a while since I've been out there. If anybody gets a visual on that or has their own input, please drop that information down below. That'd be awesome. Middle is probably gonna be hitting around 2,000 CFS. That'll be another good one to get on, and a lot of the other things on the west side are kind of blowing up from this heat, like the Cascade and the Hanaprakash. So just stick to what you know. Have a good time out there this weekend. So that's it for this episode of Educated Guess. Again, thank you for tuning in. What are you doing on the ground? You gotta watch your feet steps. Yeah, brush yourself off. There you go. Yeah, brush yourself off. All right, so that's it for this episode of Educated Guess. Thank you for tuning in. Check us out next week when we add more guessing. And again, if you got information about your local run, please drop that information below. I would love a cup date especially, and a top tie report. If you know a little more than I do, then that'd be awesome. So we spread the love, spread the knowledge, and be sure to check out the videos of my visual gauges for Cooper and Cle Elum from last week. And if you got any other visual gauges that you want a little video about, let me know. So until next time, happy Father's Day weekend to all y'all dads out there, and until next time, take it easy.